Thank you for joining me, fellow Guardians. This is Sam from Multiverse Mission Control, and today's quest is Pyre. I must say, I was about ready to kick Barker's teeth in, but his recent show of good sportsmanship makes me feel a bit more favorably inclined to him. Or, well, then again, he was threatening someone's mum, so let's just say it about breaks even. I'll still favor him over, like, the Pirates and the Accusers and the like, but, yeah. Do better. Let's hope it continues, at least. For now, our next liberation rite is against the Essence. Let this final rite free Rukey. Let Jadariel prove the worth of her words by working alongside a former adversary for the sake of her friend. And let Pamitha get another chance to talk her sister down. Because, I mean, that's the whole reason she's even with us right now. Can't deny her that chance. Okay. First, there's stuff to poke. Rukey, what's up? As you approach Rukey, you sense none of his usual anxious energy. Is this the conversation I had last episode? I'm free. Oh yeah, oh, sorry. Right, permanent +2 hope. Right as I'm about to send him out of the downside forever. Oh well. The Dissidents. In the words of Haub, the Swallow, the Accursed. I myself, Haub, did form the Dissidents, under this simple tenet. Those who do not belong, belong. The other scribes, some of them showed at first reluctance to allow an imp, and one accursed, to designate one of the 9 triumvirates, but Mur, the Horned One, stubborn as he was, stood by my side. In time they came to understand, for I remained as ever at their side, a living bit of proof of their absurdity. The Dissidents are an extension of my oddity. Those who do not adhere, they are not to be discarded, underestimated, or dismissed. They are as necessary as are the ones against whom they rebel. That's right, gotta balance the order and the chaos. Rules are necessary for an organized society. Some of them need broken. It's hard to tell which is which sometimes, but it's the truth nonetheless. So what else do I gotta poke here? Guess that's it. Well, that just shows which one I'm on. Okay. Yeah, the book's not glowing anymore. Looks like I hit him. Okay. So, Drake's strumming a tune. Sandra's laughing softly at something. I sense my lovely reader has returned. Oh, sorry. Got nothing. Fulfred is studying in private. Jodie's foraging outside. Hedwin is liberated. Pamitha is off on her own. Sir Gilman is practicing feints. What is this? Right, I remember. Like the sand dollar. Faye is playing with the imps. I got a fruit. Because why not? Rukey's nearby. Tizo's giving himself a bath. Yush. So, let's say we continue our journey then, huh? Back to the fall of Solium. The stakes are actually raised now because my brother has already gone and finished the game. And now he wants to seriously geek out with me, and I want to be able to, but I call it discipline, or OCD, I can't until I actually finish the game myself. At any rate. Also learned numerous things, like Rukey can actually shave his stash. Rather forcibly, if you tell him you don't like it in the beginning. I did not expect that. I thought he was just gonna be like, shows what you know, chum, and lose a hope. But no, he still gains a hope at the end of it all. So, the fall of the Ascent, huh? Tizo. You sense Tizo shall gain favor from the scribes if you land here. Cool. Wait. Oh, I thought I saw something. Never mind. And the Ascent? You sense Sir Gilman shall gain favor from the scribes if you land here. Good question. You know, I think last time I had this choice, I gave Sir Gilman the runaround, so let's just humor him a bit. Because I wanted to talk to Hedwin last time before he left. You make landing on the sacred Mount Elodiel, upon whose summit the next liberation rite shall soon take place. You wonder who among you may regain his or her freedom this time. Fulfred finds you after the post-flight inspection. We shall have to take the rest of the trip to the fall of Solium by land. May we soon liberate another of our own there. That should raise the chances that our plan shall ultimately succeed. Sure thing. Seek the harp scribe's favor. That would be... what's name? Chick who beat the pony. I should actually, like, remember their names. I know. I'm terrible. Actually, can't I use Wilfred's planner to do... well, no, I can't look at the stars yet, because there's only one rite going on right now. Okay, whatever. Okay, let's go. Later that day, you accompany Sir Gilman into the ancient formations of Emperor's Ascent, where a monument to Trista Tithys awaits you. That's the one. Okay. Throughout his youth, the prideful Emperor Myr misunderstood how close he came to ruin. Perhaps due to the nature of this place, you begin to sense Sir Gilman's inner thoughts as clear as if he were speaking aloud. Have this night's glory days gone by, he often wonders. Perhaps you know the answer to that. Please do not spoil it for him. Soon you and he are finished paying your respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Trista Tithys has shown you favor. At dawn you shall begin your ascent. For now the solitude here is fit for pursuing your vocations. +2 quickness for the next rite! Too bad I'm not using you. But hey, maybe that leads to an interesting character moment, huh? Like now. Oh, he's got the fire in his eyes! Mayo inaki kagoni kasaiwo. Sir Gilman is fuming in anger over something. So much so that you are hesitant to approach him, but you approach him anyway. Exile is too light a sentence for this night! He notices you then and seizes up. He begins acting rather nonchalant, as though his outburst did not just transpire. Oh! Greetings to you, noble Master Reader. What brings you to this night this afternoon? Sir Gilman is attempting to make small talk. Ask him if everything is alright, tell him to calm down. Well, I'm not gonna order him. Such a venting of emotion is uncommon, even for the likes of this particular Worm Knight. Or, Sir Gilman was making enough of a racket to be cause of some fair amount of concern. I'll ask him if everything's alright. Who writes these? Okay. You maintain a gentle tone with him, and ask him whether there is something he might wish to discuss. Sir Gilman perhaps could benefit from talking through his woes. He stands there for a moment, silent and dejected, but then... Master Reader, this knight cannot escape the horrors of his past. It seems that you would hear them. Then you have this knight's apologies ahead of time for burdening you further with his troubles. Having said that, here then are the troubles you requested! You are of course familiar with the siege of the Spiral Sanctum. For this night, the memory of it is like a wound which will not close. This knight stood there on the front lines whilst the high-wing remnants descended upon us. So furious was their assault that our chain of command was ruptured instantly. We of the Sea Dominion, we require orders to perform our duty. Without such orders, why, we surely made a very easy target there that eve. One by one, then 2 by 2, they picked us off, becoming bolder, some of them shrieking with laughter all the while. This night he saw his comrades cast aside like sea flies. How this knight survived, he does not know for certain, even now. Perhaps it was that he attempted to pursue and to detain his own knight commander, whom you met when you first met this knight. That cursed Sir Deluge! If not for his craven cowardice, the Spiral Sanctum, it might have held, at least a while longer. But instead we were routed, rendered spineless both in form and deed. Sir Deluge was first to turn and flee, as our chain of command crumbled. I see. And as for this knight, he failed to catch his knight commander. He must have looked a coward too. Buddy, no! You were trying to do your duty, man! You were wrongfully accused! And Deluge is a fucking prick! Like, I have even less respect for the guy now, if that was even possible. Thus came the time for penance, and this knight, why, he insisted on the only course of action reasonable. He insisted on the sentence to the downside. Buddy! I want to hug you through the screen! Don't be down on yourself! And as you can plainly see, his wish was then fulfilled. How absurd that he should re-encounter his old knight commander here soon after. Thus did this knight become obliged once more to Sir Deluge. We took to the waters in the Sea of Solace, where soon we met the Pyre Hearts, a triumvirate exclusive to our kind. It was plain to see that they lacked wherewithal, and Sir Deluge, they thought he could provide it, the leadership they sought, and his was too much of a coward to decline. And as for this knight, being of the Sea Dominion, he had little choice but to comply. Or so at first he thought. When he encountered you and the Nightwings, something awakened within him. With so little honor left to lose, and so much left to gain, it became eminently clear that this knight stood a better chance within your ranks than those of Sir Deluge. And there is little left to say. This knight cannot escape his past, and yet he chooses to believe that he was spared that day not merely by coincidence. Perhaps Under King Ors has yet plans in store, in which this knight may play a part. This knight, he clings, however vainly, to that hope. He slithers away, his head bowed low. It seems best to leave him be for now. You sense he feels relieved at having shared all this. Buddy! Hug! Right, let's check out his bio. Scorpus. Yes. He is driven and fixated. Crime, none. For real. And motive not applicable. He survived the siege of the Spiral Sanctum, though technically did no wrong. And alleged motive not applicable, the records state he volunteered for exile after the shameful outcome of the battle. Oh, buddy. He probably doesn't even want to go back to the Commonwealth then. Guilt complex and all. Part of me just wants to remain like me, Faye, and Sir Gilman, duking it out with the Nightwings and just continuing the rights down here. We have more purpose here than we ever did in the Commonwealth, it seems. Yes. Then we'll need a third, but I kind of wanted to send Tizo to the Commonwealth. He said he wants to see it. Plus, I just want to imagine what happens when an imp pops out of the big shiny light thing, and they just have to comply. I'm a bad person. Okay. So, Pamitha's preening. Jodariel is patching up woodwork. Wolfred is taking stook. Sandra is wistful about something. Tariq is having a melody. Tizo is out on a short flight. Rukey, chewing on something. Faye is humming softly. Very well, very well. Good, 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 good. Let's move on. Time for some global bone if it's... yeah. You find a quiet corner, etc., etc. Quickness or presence? Let's see. 1. I've mastered hope. So now, quickness or presence? Quickness! The 8 scribes who composed the book, their influence and their experience spreads through the pages into the willing reader's deepest consciousness. The inspiration comes. Celerity! Yes. Hey, we're good. Let's move on. So, the Temple High Road or the Temple Cistern? First of 2 paths, you sense Faye shall gain favor. You sense Rukey shall gain favor. Rukey's about to go into the next right. Let's go to the Cistern. Feel damned not to put Sir Gilman in after that marvelous speech of his, but, you know, I have the vision in my head. It's gonna be just so. On the way to the summit, you pass a monument to Under King Ors. Why isn't this the one that gave Gilman favor? Oh well. And Rukey happens to take notice. You wish for good fortune in the coming rite, and in your plan. As for Rukey... so you scribes people, can you hear me okay? If you can, then do me a solid and let me get out of here already. My family can't do nothing without me, and they've been waiting for a while now. He says little after paying his respects. However, as you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that Under King Ors has shown you favor. Rukey gained +3 glory for the next rite. Yeah, buddy. That on top of his glory dive, he is just gonna be smashing up that pyre. You and your companions gather once more at the Scribe's Gate, where a single narrow trail leads upward toward the summit, past an archway carved of stone. Come this way, please. The minstrel leads you toward the archway, where his counterpart awaits. The exiles of the Nightwings have returned. They have. Greetings, Celeste. She all but ignores them and motions to the rest of you. Now then, each of you in turn, Please state your name and what it is that you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Please, do just as she says. Everyone steps forth, one after another, much like before. Pamitha passes through the gate. Faye passes through the gate. Sir Gilman passes through the gate. Jodariel passes through the gate. Rukey passes through the gate. Tiza passes through the gate. Wilfred passes through the gate. No one is left to go but you. You step forward and declare yourself as you did before. The Guardian of Scribe's Gate regards you with a still expression. Then she addresses all of you in her formal manner. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. The lone minstrel glances up at the gate guardian. Is that a smile? Holy shit, Tariq is smiling. You have our gratitude, Celeste. Well, it was nice while it lasted. But she pays them no heed. All business, you people. Fine. As you wish. I'm eager to get in myself. Can't lie. Again, you gain the top of Mount Elodiel, from which the downside sprawls before you. You wonder whether one among you shall soon follow headwind from this place. Oh, you better believe it! The fall of Solium. And, of course, much to discuss. Check it. Let's show it. In the words of Luce Glorian Hundredminds, the scholar, from the top of Mount Elodiel, the downside may be seen in its entirety, or at least felt, since so much of the land is shrouded, but that is hardly all. Through a wondrous miracle, there lies upon this highest mountain an inverted fall, whose waters crash not toward the sea, but rush toward the heavens. We speculate these are the very waters which delivered us, but now bent backward, seeking their return, as do we all. In this phenomenon can freedom be achieved, but only for the chosen, when the time is right. This is a path to freedom we cannot traverse, but shall leave open for you, so that you may strive for it. Thanks, scribes. Oh, I already read that one. Okay, good. Then there's not much else to say. I should check on everyone's status, though. Can't leave my party neglected. Sandra's training her senses, Tariq's strumming a tune, Tizo's napping, Rukey is searching for something to drink, before a right, mate? Faye, lost in prayer. Do you think I'm not freeing you because of friggin' M? Sir Gilman is praising the Underking. Pamitha is meditating, Edwin's liberated, Jody is staring at the sky, and Wilfred is also gazing up at the sky. Hey, we got a right to do. Focus. Run. Sup. Oh, hey guys! You know, it gets real awful cold up here sometimes, waiting for customers, so come on in, okay? And good luck in that big battle thing you've got. That's where you're going, isn't it? I heard it's gonna be exciting from my friends. Have an apple. Okay, what we got? Ah, yes, the serums. I have little interest, but Infernal Bloom cannot be used by herbs as saps. What? I don't care. You know, I really just don't care about any talismans that aren't the special ones I win from Sandra. It just don't feel right not to give people their special talismans, so I'll take the Stardust. And that's about it. Now I'm gonna splash that dust on, actually, rank 10. Rank 7. Probably Rukey in that case. Rank 20. Rank 9. Rank 14. Rank 10. I mean, it's gotta be Rukey. I mean, I know I'm not gonna use it for much longer, but this is his liberation right. Gotta make sure he's at the top of his game, right? Okay, so yeah. You guys take care, okay? And thanks for doing business. Hey. Can't spend too much time psyching myself up or I'll psych myself out. Rukey, Jodariel, Pamitha. We're gonna rock. Let's do it! The time has come for your second liberation rite to commence. You observe the lone minstrel and Wilfred speaking in hushed tones, but cannot sense the topic or the tone. Then Wilfred looks up at you. I trust that you are feeling as prepared as possible, my kin. Each rite is consequential to our journey in its own respect, though these liberation rites have a more immediate effect. It's somewhat crass, however. I've gone and estimated by how much each of our companions may contribute to the outcome of our plan should they be liberated here. Factors such as their previous occupation, innate tendency to lead, and oratory skill contributed to my assessment. It's nothing personal, for we are all in this together. So you'd probably rate, like, Sir Gilman pretty high then, huh? You'd probably rate Pamitha as, like, a silver tongue. Yeah. But I want Rukey. I mean, he can convince people. He's a wily dude, right? I don't know. Oh, I'm not even going to think about that. Besides, we all ought to return in time if possible. Know simply that for each one of us who goes, in so doing he or she shall raise our total chances of success. Reader, this night you shall confront the Essence. They have already appointed Pamitha to be liberated, should they manage to prevail. We all have faith in you, my kid. And lo, even the stars agree on this account. Let's rock! More titans that I'm not gonna use, but which nevertheless are quite interesting. Archbeast Sungris. What's you do? At the start of this rite, your adversary's Pyre shall automatically gain plus 30 flame. Cool! Stay away from me. I didn't select any, did I? Nah, they all look pretty dim. I got a quick one to be sure. Okay, good. That's what they look like when they're activated, so none are activated. Good. My brother ran into a thing where, like, apparently the ones you leave on stay on for the next rite as well. So I don't want those to sneak up on me. Alright. Here goes. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved.
The night wings have returned unto the fall of Solium, at which the scribes first formed their sacred union. At stake this night is freedom and prosperity. But only for one exile who prevails in this liberation rite. Your many adversaries all did strive to earn this opportunity. 'Twas the Essence which earned it. Who shall be absolved is up to all of you.
The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the Essence, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Pamitha swoops down from somewhere and unfastens her mask. I am known as Pamitha Thane. I mean to return to my ancestral home, and promptly resume my responsibilities as flight tactician of the High-Wing Remnants. She is a vengeful tactician of the High-Wing Remnants, who plots the Commonwealth's ruin. You know, that was actually a step farther than I want, probably. Oh well, whatever. Our long stalemate against the Commonwealth shall soon be ended. Should I and several of my sisters manage to rejoin our clan, then our vengeance shall be swift and thorough. Your quarrel with the country that cast you into exiles is beneath the notice of the scribes, Pamitha Thane. Here you shall be judged under the stars. My quarrel with the Commonwealth is all that gave me and my sisters strength enough to reach this point. The scribes ought well take heed of how my people suffer. We are not weaklings anymore like your Triesta Tithys. We shall not fall in line with flightless fools and their naked attempts to subsume our heritage, our culture. I'm not a fool just because I can't fly. I want to fly too. Speak not again thus of the saint, or you shall be expelled, Pamitha Thane. Pamitha scoffs, then turns her attention toward your side. And Nightwings, as for you, the fury we shall imminently show is nothing in comparison for the hatred growing for your commonwealth in the mountains on the other side. She signals to her sisters to ready themselves. You seek your freedom, but there shall be nothing save for devastation should you manage to return. Okay. Alright, they're all birds. Now then, have the Nightwings reached a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct the liberation rite. Reader, I am bound to tell you once more. The first companion whom you shall choose shall go free this very night if you prevail. And I should also check who else is eligible. Only the enlightened may be thus anointed. Not all among you may yet be ready. The other 2 chosen for the triumvirate shall lend their aid. Nightwings, make your decision.
Who would you set free?
I knew it. Rukey's ready. But let's see. Wait, Jodariel's unworthy now? But she was worthy before. Faye's unworthy now? Tizo and Sir Gilman are worthy. Well, that fucks up my plans a little bit. I was gonna have Jody and Pamitha mix it up with the essence. Okay, so that's interesting. It's only the people I've been using lately that have been deemed worthy. So, Hedwyn, Jody, and Faye were worthy before. Because I was using them a lot. I didn't think I was using Hedwyn that much. I knew I was using Faye a lot. You know what? Whatever. Rukey. Good choice there, chum. Though if I get out of here, I don't know what you're gonna do without me.
Who shall strive for him?
Oh, that's right. I can choose whoever after I choose who I'm freeing. So I can still do the Jody Pamitha mix-up, and I will. Understood. Let us return him home. But that's interesting. So, you know, I was keeping Rukey on the roster because I desperately wanted him to gain the XP to go home. So I guess that's all there is to it. I gotta keep training up whoever I want to leave. Alright. Pamitha, you get another shot at the essence. Make it count. Sure, let's get him out of here then. One final obstacle to overcome ere I can soar again above your commonwealth. Such destruction I shall rain upon it soon. But first, let us dance this final time. Rukey wants to leave for love of his mama. You are consumed by hatred. The scribes frown on thee. Eat it. As the liberation continues, you sense Pamitha reaching out to you. Or perhaps just reaching out to anyone at all. Reader, someone, please. Let her prevail. Let her prevail. Please let her prevail here this once. If this thought makes me a traitor, but so be it. But please let Pamitha prevail. For she is here wrapped up in all of this because of me. The plea trails off, and Pamitha remains steadfast. All her attention focused on the liberation rite. And as for Pamitha, prepare yourselves, Nightwings! And as for you, Pamitha, I await the outcome of this night, for it shall soon ensure that I may never have to see your smirking countenance again! I understand your guilt, Pam, but stay focused. Ah, so close. Hark now, my sisters! Damn what the book says! Advance to strike formation! Prevail here against these wretches, no matter the cost! In disregard for the ways of the rites, Pamitha Thane has ordered her triumvirate to push further afield, adopting an even more aggressive stance for the remainder of this rite. So, they don't start in the same spot anymore? Damn. Get dunked! Whoops. Don't dunk me, you'll get dunked. Aw. Aw. I just gotta concentrate here. I ain't missing up Rukey's chance here. You know, Pamitha, this would have been good to tell us in the beginning if this was your goal all along. I'm just saying. Teamwork! The Rukey Jody mashup! Boom!
Righteous fire.
Ain't long to go.
Now, end the ceremony.
All I gotta do is sidestep against that and... Well, I should stop talking. It's okay though? Pamitha, I'll consider it after I free Rukey, alright? Damn, that's okay. We're still going strong. My trail and my team presence. Boosh! Get dunked! Rukey's going free, my man! Woo!
Proved their worth.
And I got the achievement for getting Jodario and Pamitha to work together. But she's gonna be mad at me now. Oh well.
And thus the scribes have chosen. The exile of
What could I do? You can't do this right as we approach the right.
Absolved of all misdeeds. Return to
Jody's
glory
next.
in the Commonwealth. His
Otherwise, Headwind will bitch me out.
all others shall remain to
Then
carry
Tizo.
out their rightful sentences.
Damn you for this, Pamitha! All of this because of you! So, what now? I guess I'm just supposed to jump into this waterfall thing back here and then that's it. I'm free. I'm free! Something comes over him then. Now listen to me, chums. Don't any of you go thinking you're gonna miss me, yeah? You're gonna do just fine. Even without old Rukey Greentail. He has regained his freedom and a liberation right. Even without old Rukey Greentail there to keep an eye out all the time. Even though the rest of you are just a bunch of slowpokes and all that. Me? I'm gonna be so busy drinking myself silly on Commonwealth stock. I'm sure I'm soon gonna forget about each and every one of you. But just in case I don't, you be sure to stop by and visit me if you get back there too. Just look for Mama Greentail's shop. Right in the heart of town, you can't miss it. So yeah, stop by, say hi, you know? Now, I think I gotta go, so, excuse me. He drops into the shimmer pool and disappears within, although you can still hear him going on about something. Whoa, let me tell you, this is weird in here. Hey, it's starting. Oh, wait! Rukey and back his freedom. Rukey is set to return to the Commonwealth and leave the downside forever. May he return in glory. Later, chum. Have a good one. Say it, Mama, for me. It is gonna get a lot less cheerful with him gone. Utter nonsense, all of this. That we've come this far. Fortune alone cannot be the cause. I like that. Greater banishment. All in all, having to unlearn everything I've learned is going somewhat faster than I expected. Strike Dash. Pamitha can use her dash ability in rapid succession for less stamina. Nice. Sleight of Wing. Pamitha instantly switches places with her nearest ally. That's really funny. But I don't think I'm going to use the salutes too often. Permanent 8 Quickness. Damn. Yep, that's probably how that's going to work out, but just in case. Yeah, Okay. Huh. Good question, this. I'm not sure. Okay.
Until the rites begin.
Well, Pamitha, truly did you get the best of me again. Knowing that your actions put our sisters on the other side in even greater peril. Not that you care, of course, yet I am certain that they shall someday prevail with or without my aid. To think that I was born to share blood of someone such as you. Yeah, we're gonna have to have some talks about that, I'm sure. Alright, give me shit. You returned to the wagon after having prevailed against the Essence in the Liberation Rite. An important victory. At least someone got out of here. You succeeded in liberating Rukey, who returned to the Commonwealth in glory. We did what we could. With each Liberation Rite, we strive to advance our plan. Speaking of, 41%. Didn't rise much. You must not think much of Rukey. Well, screw you. A brighter future awaits at the end of our path. For now, we must persevere. Speaking of which, reader, I take it you have seen the stars, or should I say, the lack thereof. You have, or did. Once more the sky is all abyssal darkness, following the Liberation Rite. No stars illuminate themselves to guide you further on your path. Then let us go once more to the Moonlight Alcove. I have an errand I must run. Besides, once we arrive, best we recover now and make our way southward at first light. Sir Gilman, what's up? After the Liberation Rite, you signed Sir Gilman in an uncharacteristically quiet and contemplative mood. He salutes you crisply with his tail. Glory to you, Master Reader, and glory to the noble Rukey Greentail! Long may he prosper in the Commonwealth, and in so doing, may he benefit the plan into which we have all been thrust. Then he falls silent for a time. You sense him growing very emotional. In noble Rukey, this knight found a kindred spirit, Master Reader. One of questionable honor, the greatest cunning, and such blinding speed as to befit a minstrel's tale. This knight fears our triumvirate lost something irreplaceable in him. Too true, mate. Too true. Of course, this knight is also pleased that Rukey has achieved his freedom. Very much so. And furthermore, this knight shall now continue training even harder than before. Rukey Greentail! This knight shall train on and until such time as he is swifter than the jagged lightnings of the deathless tempest. Now, Master Reader, this knight must beg his leave of you, for it is time, not for his rest, but for his training. Know that he is very grateful for your wisdom and your guidance in these rites. Between yourself and Master Rukey, you've instilled within this knight an unshakable resolve. He bows low and bids you a good evening. Well, I'm glad somebody's happy. Rukey is liberated. A reasonable likeness of Rukey, his mother and uncle. May they have reunited by now. Get out of the way. Okay, Tizo's playing cards with Wolfred. Same. Jody, practicing lunges. Cassandra's considering new insults. Tariq's tidying up. I'm getting a fruit. Faye is climbing around outside. Sir Gilman's nearby. Pamitha is getting a workout. Seriously, who took over the cooking when Hedwyn left? Well. The Essence. In the words of Howb the Swallow, the Accursed. The winged members of the Essence, each chosen by the matriarch, Trista Tithys, are living exemplars of liberty and piety. Would that my wings could be thus. Once you, of course, must know, we all had wings. It is said that the men and women of the Empire relinquished theirs, drawn in by earthly matters as they were. But the harps, such as Trista, held tight the liberty that its plumage could afford. These divergent paths did cause a share of differences between the winged and the wingless over time. But here in this land, our purposes are shared, our goals united. That, then, is the Essence. That is who they are and what and why. At least until Miss I Want Revenge on Everything took over. On mercy. In the words of Trista Tithys, the Blessed Born. Mercy is the beating heart of a truly free society. Mercy, even for the perpetrators of the darkest deeds. As our liege, Solium Mur, drifted into an ocean of regret, he found there mercy, or rather, it found him, and it saved his life. Mercy, freedom, they are intertwined. A society which raises a clenched fist against its own shall follow the doomed path of the Empire of Sar. Ours shall be a merciful society. May the perpetrators of the darkest deeds be sent to join us here, where they may learn as we have. Mercy shall engender union among all our different kind. We shall stand shoulder to shoulder, equals in the same society. Well, is that or is that not eerily similar to what Volfred said? Huh. Might be something else going on here. Something to that. I shouldn't wonder. To the Moonlight Alcove, then. So who should I be using from this point on? Jodariel, Tizo, and Pamitha, I guess? Just because I haven't been using Pamitha a whole heck of a lot, you know? You once again find yourself amid the serene walkways of Moonlight Alcove. Here you can wait the time until the stars deign to shine for you again. I'm certain there are more conversations that need to happen. That one, for instance. Yes? Why, hello, my lovely reader. What might I do for you? Too bad I never got Hedwyn's talisman. Oh well. So first off, what's up? Leave me alone, reader. I am in no need to talk to you at this time. She is concerned about something, but you cannot sense what, and she refuses to say. I see little need to keep on blathering about to you, as once I did. I should not have let you in. Be gone. My services are yours, but this place is my own. Ah, well, fair enough. If you're being moody. Not a problem. Simply indicate who is to be my student for the time. Boom. Aww, our party is only 5 now. That's small. Lonesome. Of course, I'm gonna be getting Volfred and Bertrude on the party soon enough, but whatever. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Pamitha. Oh, you mean that feisty harp? She may yet be taught some manners, I should think. I shall attempt to bring her down to size. Let us bring her forth. Soon Pamitha arrives in heat of the summons. You called for me, reader, darling. Ah, it's that crystal. Then let's hash it out. I'm ready. I need the conversation between me and Pamitha to happen about her sister, and the one about Jodariel and Pamitha working together and finding out, hey, you're not as shit as I thought you were. Listen well, Harp. You answer to me here. Oh, a bossy one. Sure then, go ahead and tell me more. Such a delightful student for a change. Come then, let us see what you can do. Left to your own devices, save for your reader's vigilance, of course. Let's show her what she wants to see then, reader, darling. A nomad, a savage, and a harp. Juke you. Oops. 3, 2. Whoops! Oh, it still worked. Good. Winged Fury is active. I'm gonna wish I had taken the other one. Oh well. Oh, but it worked. I returned faster. That's not... Wait, I don't think I got that one yet, though. I shouldn't have. Oh, blast. Savages and their quickness. Well. Let me just, Well, they put it in a spot no one could reach. Oh, blast. Okay, I'm just gonna focus now, if that's alright. Whoops. Shit! Pamitha's harder to use than I thought. Okay, focus now. Nope. Boom. Hey! I was touching him! My aura is gone because I already cast it. Ah, shit! I wanted to just poke him. Well, that's the first one of... Oh, wait, I didn't lose yet. Good! Good, because there will be no losing at this time. This knight refuses. May the feistiness of Sir Gilman carry me here. Because my own skill seems to be failing at that. Yeah! Aha! Never mind. I'm awesome. I rock. Fuck everything. There now, is everybody happy? Oh, happy as can be, my doubtless pretty harp. So good of you to ask. On top of that, your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. You have my congratulations, both to you and to your lovely reader. Now be gone from here before I have second thoughts. At last, Pamitha's got a talisman of her own. Yes, I need to get used to using Pamitha. That is true. That is true. My, that Sandra could choose a massage or something. So angry, isn't she? Say, what's that you have there, darling? Trista's plume. While flying, Pamitha shall not be banished by dousing the adversary's pyre and deals +3 flame. Wow. Wow. She could no longer fly, and yet her tears she shed for her assailants, for they could cry no longer. Trista showed more mercy than the dudes of the whatever did. Here you go. I seriously think we need to start talking about things, though. For real. Jodariel, Tizo, and Pamitha, I think. Because I expect Tizo's to be liberated after Jody. So might as well keep him up. I'm still on the Faye and Gilman with me in the free and in the downside and all that. Okay. Bide your time. We have returned to a place of respite. Please make yourselves comfortable, such as you can. We are at the mercy of the stars, but I expect they shall shine bright again in time. As for me, I shall return by then, for there is something I must do. There, from atop the sacred mountain, you gaze down into the abyss that is the downside. You wonder when the stars shall align themselves once more. There upon the sacred mountain, you and your companions once more await the night stars. The night the stars begin to shine again. The plan of which you are all a part is set in motion. The Commonwealth, a nation that stood almost for 1,000 years, is in turmoil. If your companions return there through the liberation rites, what sort of place shall they be coming back to? Many moons pass. One evening, amid a downpour with no interest whatsoever in relenting, Wulfried requests everybody to convene. You understand he is an announcement of some sort. Soon everyone is assembled, and Wulfried regards the group. Everyone! There is an aspect of our plan which I've not talked about with you at length. Look around at your companions. What do you see in them? He lets the question hang a moment in the air. I'll tell you what I see in all of you. In all of us. I see in all of us a living vision of the 8 scribes themselves. Each one among them hailing from the different tribes which later formed our Commonwealth. Which is why you wanted one for every mask. So that would be symbolic when we all got through. My observation does not come from pompousness, I think. Rather, I believe the scribes themselves desired, or shall I say desire, such a course. Together they created all this ceremony of which we're now a part. The exiles liberated through their rights and went on to found the Commonwealth based on their values and their teachings. Thus, an instrumental aspect of our plan is to embody the spirit and the culture from which the Commonwealth arose so many centuries ago. Right. That way, when we are all united on the other side in solidarity, the people all shall see that we reflect the values they yet cherish in their hearts, not merely our own. Anyway, we are still missing one key representative, on behalf of Molten Melith. Right, Bertrude. And I happen to know a certain bog dweller who I think shall fit the part most splendidly indeed. The Mistress of Fire and Dust claims she could shatter the world with a flick of her wrist. Oh boy, fun. Emotions for someone to approach. A certain bog dweller slithers forth. You recognize her straight away. It is my pleasure to introduce you to a dear old friend of mine, whom I believe you've met. Welcome to the Nightwings, Bertrude. The bog dweller called Big Bertrude utters something guttural by way of greeting. We are to understand that ye require further aid from us. Yes, dear Bertrude, the time has come. Bertrude here is far and away the most accomplished alchemist whom I have ever met. You soon will find that she knows much about the rites as well. Bertrude looks you and your fellow exiles each in turn. We frighten ye, apparent. Everyone is silent as Bertrude searches their expressions. Then tremble, small ones, and hold well thy tongues, lest we remove them. She takes her leave without another word. I'm scary and I own it. Please excuse Bertrude's blunt manner. I guarantee she shall more than make up for it then. Yeah. Everyone disperses, and seems now that the ranks of the Nightwings are complete. Bertrude joined the group. You sense her powerful presence. Welcome her aboard. Now then, my kid. Perhaps you notice that the stars are bright once more up there behind those stubborn rains, meaning it is time that we got back to our business. Indeed, once more, several stars shine bright with the cold and storming sky. The stars themselves await the will of the Nightwings. Choose your path toward salvation. Trista, Oris, and Melith are all active. If we're fighting the Withdrawn again, I gotta get Bertrude in on the game. Did I ever fight at Haub? I must have. That must have been where I fought the Dissidents. Hey, there are the Titan Stars. Go away. John where's where I fought the Fate the first time. Right, yep. Cairn of Haub. How could I forget? So, let's see who's active right now. Hey, the Tempers are back in the action, huh? I kinda wanna let them continue. The Withdrawn are also back. Let's beat them down, I think. But, that depends on whom I'm seeing up here. Fucking Manly and the Chastity. You know, funny thing, if the Chastity wins the right, then they kind of disband shortly afterward because Manly never actually explained how you get free to them. Fucking Manly. Let's check the planner. The Tempers and the Essence are bottom as can be at present. The Fate is currently on top. Both the Withdrawn and the Chastity are rising too high for my liking. So I think they both need to be taken down a peg, of course. But who first? Yes, I must do the Withdrawn. As loathsome as Manly is, he's not trying to cause the apocalypse. Plus, the Withdrawn are closest to catch the Fate right now. Hopefully I get a chance to beat Manly's smug-ass face in the future. But for right now, I gotta prioritize saving the world. And in the meantime, the Dissidents are shortly following them. and the accusers after them. And the Pyre Hearts continue to be fucking pathetic, which is fine. Okay. But yeah. Withdrawn and the Chastity. Rights till next liberation, 3. Just as before. Okay, good. 41%. Can't wait to hear how Rukey does. An interesting thing is that between the first and second rights in Max's game, he had 4 rights, and then I only had 3. And I have 3 now, so I don't know. I feel like I'm either doing something really right or really wrong here. Well, at any rate, let's set the stage for next time. Fuck the Withdrawn! I'ma beat you up with my new Bog Dweller friend, and it is gonna be great! The Withdrawn and Witch Udmilde have designs upon the rights that have nothing to do with being free again. What they seek, no one in good conscience could abide. True, 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 preach. He then reveals what he has learned of her and her designs. Witch Udmilde, one of the Bog Dwellers and head of the Withdrawn, a triumvirate more interested in legends of E/, the Astroborn, than in the rites. Her kind was known to be reclusive in the Commonwealth, yet she was brazen in her disdain for common values. She practiced the unspeakable. Somehow, one day, her research into flammable reagents grew into an obsession with E/, despite widely held belief that he is dead or never did exist. But Udmilde held that E/ is merely dormant, and shall someday be reborn, with newfound hunger, which could only be sated by devouring the world. Then at last could E/ return to his glorious home, and Udmilde would go with him. Or he'd eat you too, because that's how these legends tend to go. Idiot. When Commonwealth officials... And also, E/ is totally Cthulhu. When Commonwealth officials showed up to take Udmilde in for spreading unrest, she was all too eager to comply. Ooh, that's scary. After all, a sentence to the downside meant being that much closer to E/'s resting place, where she believed she had much work to do, where the Withdrawn stood ready to assist. She speaks in seeming riddles, yet the threat of her intentions, I think, cannot be dismissed. Let us be on our guard, and therefore let us rest now while we can. You bid Volfred a restful night in kind. It is too late to take flight, so you expect to press onward come daylight. Hello, Bertrude. Am I gonna see your... No. Where is your thing that tells me what you're doing? Suppose I'll know after I talk to you. Well, welcome aboard. You find Big Bertrude looking about the black wagon in a disapproving way. She fixes her gaze on you. Her expression does not change. She disapproves of you as well. For God's sake, Rita. The cur, of all people. Yeah. Such a clutter added to this wagon since we looked upon it last. Unsightly. Well, I was actually with you there. It was too many things to click for a while. We remember thee from our abode in Flagging Hands. Then thou must be the reading one to whom Sandalwood referred. She moves in close, studying you. You recall that the mere touch of a bog crone of the southern bogs can induce paralysis or worse. Hell of a thought to be having right now. Southern bogs, a distant region of the Commonwealth, left well alone despite technically being part of the nation. The cold and forbidding marshlands are home to the bog dwellers of Sar, colloquially known as crones. Okay. That one such as thee can extract meaning from that tone. 'Twas a feat we wish to witness for ourselves. Thy flesh has seen but the smallest fraction of the years which ours withstood, and yet we are expected to believe that thou canst understand the Book of Rites. Then she backs away, for someone else has joined you. Hail, Bertrude, madame. Is everything to your liking at this time, or is there something more which you require? Yeah. We have been unable to locate a supply of rotworm gizzard extract among thy belongings. Other than that, we shall lodge no complaint at present. You're like the Susie of our group. You're the crazy alchemist who only cares about making poison. Welcome aboard. I will find use for you. It is possible that Volfred has a small supply among his possessions. If you care to accompany me, we may yet procure some. That would be agreeable with us. Then after you, madam. As they depart, you think you see the lone minstrel nod his head your way. Like, I totally get it, brah. Just bear with it. It's gonna be alright. Oh, tarot cards! Nice! Unusual etched cards depicting the greater titans. Probably for curses and enchantments. Nice! Okay, Pamitha's having a drink with Wolf. Wolf is having a drink with Pamitha. Jody is skinning something. A headwind and Rukey are liberated. Sir Gilman is training ceaselessly. Take a break every now and again. Faye is picking out her food. Tizo is up in the rafters. Tariq is nearby. Sandra's doing nothing. Let me see. Yep, I can give Bertrude stuff. Good. Good. Jomwar's Fang. Now just taking up space in my inventory. He didn't take it with him. Meow. Well, I'll give you prayer beads. It's better than nothing. Let me see some more about you, huh? So, 25 glory, which I think is comparable to Jodariel, only 5 shy. 20 presence, also comparable. Quickness 13, hope 11. Exactly as Jodariel, but quicker. Okay. So, blast. That's right, the wedge-shaped pattern Udmilde kept firing. Pounce. Slither, slither. Moves faster, but with less control, huh? That could be a problem. Your crone. Bluntness, stubbornness, and wisdom. And, you are an alchemist. That's right. She has a forbidding way about her, but her respect for Wolfred is evident and even borders on affection. Huh. Okay. Cool. I can't wait to see how you work. Let's read this last bit. Rites of Flame. In the words of Solium Mur, the last of his name. Finally, I get to hear from you. With these blackened nails do I hereby inscribe the rites of flame. The bylaws shall be written here in full. We, the Eight, decree the rites a test of one's true worth in body, mind, and spirit. Now until the stars abandon us, this shall be binding law within the downside. Those deemed worthy in the rites are to regain their freedom from the downside and return from whence they came. Exiles shall conduct the rites as one of the 9 triumvirates, and look toward the stars for guidance on their path. Exiles shall bear this book as status. Essential structure. The essential structure of a rite shall be as follows. Where chosen by the stars within the dark of night, shall 2 triumvirates stand in opposition, far enough afield beside their consecrated pyres symbolizing their resolve. In each triumvirate, the 3 shall act as one, to demonstrate their trust in one another, not just in themselves. Triumvirates shall endeavor to extinguish the pyre of their adversary, whose flames are only to be staunched through a celestial orb descended from the stars. Whosoever the pyre remains burning shall prevail. The triumvirates are to disperse. We, the 8, have seen the turning of the stars from now until the ending of our age. Heed their guidance and ours. The stars take many cyclic turns. The rites commence at their behest upon celestial landmarks, where the downside's greater titans fell before the heavens. Bearing this, the book bestowed on your triumvirate, you, the reader, shall perceive under which stars you are to congregate. Follow where they lead, as your adversaries shall if either of you fails to appear, then neither of you walks the path. Whether you prevail or you fail, from that point the stars shall guide you on. The rite shall not commence unless the necessary preparations are complete at a celestial landmark ere the stars align. Exiles shall conduct the rites bearing the book, of which there are but 40 copies, each bound in astral hide. Exiles shall wear the sacred raiments, fashioned in our likeness at the summit of Mount Elodial. Their identities are to be concealed, for they shall represent us all. Exiles shall set a metal sigil for their pyre, and consecrate the grounds using the words, "The 8 scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours. The heavens shall respond when all is set." During the rite, each triumvirate shall act as one, unerringly and without question. The disobedient shall suffer banishment or permanent expulsion. Exiles shall move as of a single mind to demonstrate their faith, and recognize that they, as we the Eight, cannot prevail alone. Their worth shall be determined both by their actions and their peers. Triumvirates lacking experience in this may designate a reader whose focus on this book may help the others to coordinate. However, only those who shall conduct the rites firsthand shall walk the path toward enlightenment and become eligible to regain their freedom. How many of these things do you do, Solium, mate? At the appointed time, the aligning of the stars, the heavens shall rain down upon the ground sufficiently prepared, and thus the two opposing pyres shall be set ablaze. Thus shall commence the rite. Triumvirates are to protect their pyres as they would their lifeblood. Lifeblood itself is never to be shed, before, during, or after any rite, lest the disobeyer suffer permanent expulsion. Exile is injury enough. The rite is an act of mercy. Fear not the purifying flame. Plunge into it headlong and without fear, for you shall be protected by the stars themselves. Seek freedom in the flame. Exiles bearing the raiments and this book. I'm just curious here, who's missing? That's been bugging me. I thought Solium was gonna be done sooner. Gull, Jomware, Melith, Lusclorian, Solium, Haub, and Trista. That would mean the rope collar, the one Faye's supposed to represent. Sorry. Exiles bearing the raiments in this book reveal their hidden inner aura in the color of their flame. The aura is in the exile's solitary weapon in the rites. Should one's adversary cross one's aura, the adversary shall be banished. Banishment is fleeting nothingness. Seek the pyre's light and thus make your return. The exile's presence shapes the aura. Exiles gain greater auras while standing side by side with their triumvirates, for we gain strength together. Exiles may cast their aura through sheer force of focus on this book. As the two flames are lit, so shall the celestial orb fall from the heavens. But one such orb shall be availed by the stars, requiring triumvirates to vie for it. Its cosmic connection to the flames, the raiments, and this book bestows the necessary qualities for its bearer to prevail. Effortlessly sails the orb between the three in a triumvirate. It seeks the grasp of whoever acts among the three. Once grasped, the orb shall draw within it all the bearer's aura, fueled by the triumvirate's own flame. It is to be cast into the flame. In each rite, we gain enlightenment, whether we prevail or we fail. Indeed, through failure do we tend to learn the most valued lessons, provided we survive. None among us have prevailed without end. Exiles who walk the path toward enlightenment shall at times be struck by an epiphany and achieve mastery in some respect. Choose well amongst these blessings we bestow. Thus you may yet achieve your potential and surpass your adversaries. Whenever you prevail, your triumvirate earns favor. In time, the triumvirate with the most favor shall be summoned to the liberation rite to earn a chance at freedom. Then the cycle shall begin anew. The liberation rite takes place upon the fall of Solium, under a blooded moon, witnessed by the heralds of the stars. There the most favored triumvirate shall confront the one which we appoint. Those two triumvirates first shall pass through Scribe's Gate, where their worth shall be assessed under the stars. Only the most enlightened exiles within each triumvirate may be anointed for a chance at freedom. Two of their companions shall support them whilst they strive. The anointed champion of the triumvirate which prevails then shall plunge into the shimmer pool and return to glory. So where do the Nightwings actually fit into this then? Because we've got 8 teams aside from us. We're not one of them. How did we come into being? And look at my goddamn wins. It makes me so happy. Okay. I am happy to see the Fate in the top spot for now. Let that continue. And after we're done with them, may the Tempers come up again, or maybe even the Dissidents, if Barker can fucking chill out. Stop threatening people's mums. Yes. But the Withdrawn, the Chastity, the Accusers, and the Pyrehearts, you can all just stay down there. And even the Essence has lost a bit of my own personal favor, what with all the, we're gonna kill the Commonwealth, we're gonna kill the Commonwealth talk. Come on! Fucking get over it. There are innocent people who are gonna get caught in the slaughter, you know? Okay, but that's all for now. Next time, we're gonna conduct the next 3 rites to our next liberation. And Jodariel is going to be next to go. I swear it. So, thank you all for tuning in. Please comment and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And remember, you all have the potential to get good. Peace out.